Welcome everyone, it's Vapor Stragomar. It's time for some more.
I said I told him it's weird. I don't want to give you any time. And he had it 10 days, but at least science
don't
is still
wanna-
10 days or whatever, but at least it went up now.
I don't want to pay 150 gems. Welcome everyone, it's Vapor Stragomar. It's time for some more. I don't want to do it. Well, I don't want to. We're just gonna wait for it to reset.
I don't want to pay 150
gems.
gems.
Much gems. Well then.
I don't want to do it. Well,
anyway.
We're just gonna wait for it to reset.
That
I don't want to
notwithstanding,
pay that much gems.
I do want to see what its other affinities are and such. I just don't want to blow gems on it right this second.
Anyway,
I've helped out Rector Drath for the occasion. I've maxed her gear off
that
screen. She's going to be useful later. Gonna check my Doom Tower progress.
I do want to see what its other affinities are and such. I just don't want to blow gems on it right this second.
I'm not interested in paying out gems.
I've helped out Rector Drath for the occasion.
Key resets.
I've maxed her gear off screen. She's going to be useful later.
Is I'm going to use my 6 keys on here with alternate team comps.
Check my Doom Tower progress.
That's what I'm going to do.
This is going to reset soon.
Because I don't want to.
I'm not interested in paying out gems randomly.
That seems like a poor waste of gems.
Resets. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use my 6 keys on here with alternate team comps.
Try Scyl in here.
That's what I'm going to do.
Some other options. Options we don't have
because I don't want to blow my gems on that. That seems like a poor waste of gems.
Put in here.
So yeah, we're just gonna we're actually gonna take her out of the equation.
I'm gonna see if I can use up the 6 keys on this all new boss.
We're gonna try some other options. Options we don't have access to normally.
Because this is the new boss.
Do we want that?
Nah. But check it out.
Here.
Check it out. It's the new boss.
So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can use up the 6 keys on this all-new boss anyway. Regardless.
He's called the Iron Twin.
This is the new boss.
Do we want that?
I don't know.
Nah.
He looks like a Dwemer machine.
Check it out. It's the new boss.
You know, like one of those
got the
Dwemer
fires
machines.
and insanity. He's really weird.
Elder Scrolls. That's what he reminds me of.
He's called the Iron Twin.
And he has actually a fair amount of health.
I don't know. He looks like a Dwemer machine.
I know he gets a higher difficulty, and I tried that, but then I realized after the 6 keys, it makes me pay 150
Dwemer
gems
machines
to
you see an Elder Scrolls
fight him some more. Which I didn't want to pay those gems up. I want to wait until the keys reset and then go higher like the Doom Tower. I don't want to blow all my gems.
I know he gets a higher difficulty, and I tried that, but then I realized after the 6 keys, it makes me pay 150 gems.
Especially because I don't know how hard this guy actually gets.
Fight him some more.
Because he's
which
very
I didn't
new.
want to pay those gems up.
Today.
I want to wait until the keys reset and then go higher like with Doom Tower. I don't want to blow all my gems just before reset.
Drexthar seems to be ultra cheese versus this boss because...
Especially because I don't know how hard this guy actually gets.
He doesn't have a way to clear the burns.
Because he's very new.
So
he was just introduced today.
He can get burned a lot every time he retaliates. So it's very useful.
Drexthar seems to be ultra cheese versus
vastly
this boss
superior.
He doesn't have an answer
to Cardinal for this purpose.
He doesn't have a way to clear the burns.
Passive heals are what you want versus this boss. Even though Scyl is magic affinity, which you would think would be absolutely awful for this, it's because of her passive heals.
Seems to be vastly superior.
Because you want something constantly healing, because he does constant damage because he swings.
It seems
back and forth.
Passive heals are what you want versus this boss. Even though Scyl is magic affinity, which you would think would be
he gets
absolutely
worse
awful for
when
this.
you get the higher difficulties. That starts to do a lot more damage. Like he actually on the higher difficulty knocked out
because he does constant damage because he
knocked
swings
War Maiden out cold. So he
forth.
actually does have some
so that
potential.
Seems to be.
And he knocks Scyl out earlier, yeah.
Well, he gets worse when you get the higher difficulties. That starts to do a lot more damage.
And he's not Dark Fae, but he
actually on the higher difficulty knocked out.
He can do enough to make my clan
knocked
complain.
War Maiden out cold, so he actually does have some.
He's not
potential.
He's not the worst.
And he knocks Scyl out earlier.
He can definitely do something.
Well, he's not truly terrible.
He has higher difficulties as well.
He's not Dark
so this
Fae,
is not like
but
it's the end.
He can do some stuff.
He has a level 350.
He can do enough to make my clan complain.
That's the truth of it.
Let me put
he
it
has a version like that.
He's not. He's not the worst boss, but yeah, he can definitely do something.
And I do fear it, by the way. Before you're
he has higher difficulties as well, so this is not like it's the end. He has a level 350 version. That's the truth of it. He has a version like that. I'm
wondering how well Ninja
would do. By the way, before you're like, oh,
I'm actually curious.
I kind of do.
Because he seems receptive to
burn. What do I want to put in this equation?
I wonder.
I'm wondering how well Ninja would do.
I know he's Force Affinity.
I'm actually curious. Because he seems receptive to burns. I wonder.
See how OP Beauregard is in this setup? This is a higher difficulty one, by the way. I'm trying to use up my keys. I didn't know about the key system of this boss, but hey.
I wonder.
Because I thought it was just, spend energies. Like, no.
See how OP Beauregard is in the setup?
And I'm like, no.
This is a higher difficulty
I know where
one,
that's
by the
going.
way. I'm trying to use up my keys.
Good.
I know where that's going.
I didn't know about the keys system of this boss, but hey. Because I thought it was just, spend energies. Like, no. You have to spend 150 gems on... And I'm like, no. I know where that's going. I know where that's going.
Passive healing from Scyl actually works versus his boss. I was a little bit afraid of doing it because I thought Scyl was going to be too weak for this operation, but apparently not. Apparently Scyl is okay. As long as you got the
passive
resist,
healing from Scyl
is
actually
perfectly
works
fine
versus
for this boss.
I was a little bit afraid of doing
it can carry.
Because I thought Scyl was going to be too weak for this
but again,
operation,
she is
but apparently not.
At the end of the day.
Apparently Scyl is
okay. There's no rule in Elder Scrolls that
says you got
that a woman can't be Dragonborn.
Scyl is perfectly fine for this boss.
No rule that says that.
She can carry.
She is Dragonborn.
Which is kind of nuts.
It's in the name. Scyl of the
But
Knights.
again, she is Dragonborn at the end of the day. And there's no rule in Elder Scrolls that says that a woman can't be Dragonborn. Yeah. There's no rule that says that.
Doesn't mean that Beauregard doesn't have his use here.
She is Dragonborn.
Beauregard.
It's in the name. Scyl of
removes
the Drakes.
debuffs, puts resistance up, helps keep everyone shielded. But you need the continuous heals. You don't need Rector.
Doesn't mean that Beauregard doesn't have his use here.
Rector's very useful because
Beauregard
her
removes
debuffs, negates it.
Puts
you
resistance
can also use
helps keep everyone
instead
shielded.
Of Rector just to try to.
But you need the continuous heals. You don't need Rector, and this is proof. But Rector's very useful because...
This does not mean that I'm not going to run into a version that probably destroys me and forces me to get other options.
But you can also use Scyl
I've been
instead
able to
of
cope
Rector
well
just to try to...
using a bit of thought.
Deal with his...
Granted, I will probably have to make different teams
Now, this does not mean that I'm not going to run into a version who probably destroys me and forces me to get other options.
What version I'm going against.
But
I'm
so
pretty
far,
sure I'm going to have to take Cecilia
I've been able to cope well just using a bit of thought.
And then I'm going to check on my Doom Tower.
Granted, I will probably have to make different teams depending on
getting those burn stacks.
What version I'm going against. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to take Cecilia out.
I think Vizier can be good about this boss if you keep him alive, but I'd have to try him elsewhere.
And then I'm going to check on my Doom Tower keys.
Because, like, Vizier would make sure there's, like, stacks of burn on this to try to deal with his large health pool.
Getting those burn stacks is going to be pretty juicy. I think Vizier can be good about this boss if you keep him alive, but I'd have to try him elsewhere. Because, like, Vizier would make sure there's, like, stacks of burn on this.
He does an iron burn.
Try to deal with his large health pool.
We'll take pendulums.
Does he take...
Okay.
He does an iron breath.
So he's got some Doom Tower rolls.
We'll take pendulums.
Okay, he blew up. Good. I'm starting to think. What do I want to put versus this boss? What kind of damage do we want? I could try well, actually, I want to try Mags, Mr. Magnar. Because Magnar is tanky and does damage. So that combo might be pretty juicy. And helps my other dealers deal increased damage. Almighty immunity. Alright. He's throwing a bit of a fit. Yeah, Magnar's not bad versus his boss. Like, he's, like, I could get Magnar in better shape, but yeah, Magnar is pretty legit. He gets the decreased defense without invoking too much of its wrath. So yeah, Mr. Magnar is actually a very nice option versus this boss. At least on Force Affinity. Now, I haven't tried on Magic Affinity. I'm sure that will change. But on that, yeah. I'm sure that will change. I don't know why the increased resistance doesn't stop Magnar from getting those debuffs on him. That's the real question. Because he already has an increased resist aura plus the increased resist. Maybe it's not enough of an increased resist to deal with it. Is that it? Because yeah, this boss is kind of weird. He's got like a really weird face. It's remarkable that it doesn't remove the buff. I mean the debuff of Iron Brand. Skill, is it like it can't be removed? Is that it?
that it? Because I'm trying to analyze how does this boss exactly work. I know he's a slow fight, especially since he doesn't have... What doesn't he have? He doesn't have the ability to have his HP suddenly dropped, as far as I know. I might be wrong, but he just doesn't have the ability. Like, you can chip away his HP. He doesn't heal a lot, but he doesn't seem to get bursted that easily. Like, you just can't you can't, like, just, like, two-shot him or something. He takes a while to fight. He's a bit like Clan Boss in that regard. And the keys have that very Clan Boss-esque thing to them.
Yeah. Bring in the grocery
Um... I want to see how Padma does versus it. It's a more damage mitigation. How does Padma do? So maybe over the decrease attack, if possible. Because I'm concerned about what the boss is going to do. Try with a decrease accuracy buff. Okay, that didn't land. That did not put that... Is he immune to decreased attack at this stage? Please tell me he's not immune. Because that would be sad. Maybe he is. I don't know. Maybe. Because, like... I don't... See, I don't know if he is immune to it or not. Or if it's just missing, or it's not enough accuracy. I can't tell at this point. I know for one thing for certain, he is not immune to HP burn. Nope. Confirmed. He is not immune to decreased attack. Okay. Even at this level, he is not immune to it. He's just highly resistant. His resist is very high. Okay. Noted. Noted. He is not immune to it. Because I'm learning as we go along. I'm learning what this boss does, what it's weak to, what it cannot do. I'm thinking increased accuracy could be good for this boss. Maybe like if I leveled up my got my Stagnite, that's it. If I got my Stagnite to 60, because my Stagnite would make it so that I could continuously put decreased defense and decreased attack on the boss and maintain that, and help it with the Padma, and then that could do some mighty work versus this boss. I think Stagnite
would be very good versus this boss. I want to put that out there because let's examine it for a second, just non-biased. Like, Stag Knight puts a decreased defense, so you smack him harder, which is more than welcome considering the size of his health pool. He has decreased attack, which means that the boss can't hit as hard. And he increases your accuracy, so it's more likely that you're going to put more debuffs on the boss. So when you add all that up, that's a really nice combo. And I could swap him in instead of Rosin, at least on this affinity, and, you know, maybe defeat him faster? Because we're probably going to beat him either way, but he's a bit like Minotaur. You kind of want him to get beaten faster, rather than slower. You know? I'm not saying that you can't beat him, like, you know, only moderately slow, but finding ways to beat him faster would generally be the way once you got the damage mitigation taken care of. And you got some of the gear requirements. That's what my thought process is. Because you definitely cannot... What definitely can you not do? You definitely cannot turn meter control him to death. That part has been confirmed you can't, because he's immune to turn meter control, like the spider. At least he doesn't heal on top of that, because having him heal with this would make him an absolute nightmare, by the way. I just want to point that out. If he healed like the spider did, but was also immune to turn meter control, we would have a real problem. We would have a real problem on our hands. Why? Easy. Because he would be nigh unkillable, and we'd have no way to stop him from taking extra turns. We would have no way of doing it. Gotcha. And there you have it. Yeah, I'm not going to go with the reset option. Because I don't want to spend my gems on this boss right now. I just don't feel in the mood. Especially because I don't want to spend my gems and then lose because I'm going to the higher difficulty. So yeah, that's interesting. We'll do arena later. I have to do it anyway for resets. Let's check. Did we? No, we did not. So I have to do some Doom Tower cleanup. Yeah. I have to do Doom Tower cleanup. Now, yeah, the Iron Twins have a key system. I mean, I was daring to go at least as far as my keys would take me, one at a time, as far as I could go, because I knew I could beat it. That's the thing. That's the thing. Passive healing seems to be more important than Perfect Veil. That's the truth. Regular healing is kind of nerfed on the boss. Like, you need healing that goes on continuously in the background, with or without you applying it. So that generally is what you want. Like, Scyl does it, Rector does it. You know, that's generally what you want. That's what I've learned. Like, generally speaking, that is what you want. Now, the reason that I'm going for this strat... Also, the reason I'm doing it on manual is because I want to be able to quickly and efficiently
get these mobs out of the way. Because I want to get this done before the reset. So yes. The main thing is, you don't need perfect Veil, you just need continuous heals and peel. And resist. So that's the general gist of it. So I've proven that you do not need there's a reason I'm doing this. I'm trying to get these mobs under control. Get those Venus out of here. 'Cause I need to clean this up, because guess what? I've got to make progress to the next floor on this tower with this account. With the alternate strategies. Same with... Yeah, I'm just going to keep going. I cannot pause to wait and find out what happens. So yeah, Iron Twins is a relatively reasonable boss. Like, the people all whining about it is because they don't have a squad that's meant to fight it. It's not really that OP. You want OP, try Bommel and Darkfey. They're OP, and Plarium hasn't even nerfed them in iota, and they are actually OP. Like, I'm not even jesting. They are OP. I mean, I could beat them, but I'm kind of OP. Like, Iron Twins is not OP. It's kind of balanced. It's a little bit tricky, especially with the key system, but if you're mid-end game and you have some decent, like half-decent champs, if you have like a Scyl that's 60, for instance, with the right gear, like some resistance and HP gear, or a Director, you can take on the Iron Twins, no problem. Especially if you have a Druxthar in half-decent gear. Mid-tier to half-decent. Like, you don't need that much. It's not like you need, oh, God tier end gear or whatever to kill Iron Twins. No. That's more like a... a Doom Tower thing. Which is one of the reasons why Doom Tower is so incredibly scary, because you actually need half-decent gear, like really good gear, and especially for Doom Tower Hard. Doom Tower Normal, you can get with mid-tier to, you know, semi-high tier gear. You can get away with it, but not in Doom Tower Hard. In Doom Tower Hard, you are forced. You are forced to go with, like, good gear or bust. There's no, I can get away with really garbage gear. No. Or not even garbage. Like, you can't even get away with mid-tier. You need top-tier gear in Doom Tower Hard. There's no compromises now. Because you're dealing with the most terrible enemies in the game with, like, some of, like, their Sunday's best. You're not gonna beat that with, like, some random stuff. You're not. It's not happening. It's designed not to go that way. Okay, yeah, no. We're stealing all of that if I can. Because I do not need them to get the idea that just because they have a decreased defense, increased defense does not mean that they're safe. I want to make that clear. I want to make that clear. And we also have to kill this We have to destroy this Dazdirk before he gets going. You do not want him to get going. Oh, and next time, guess what we're fighting? We're fighting an actual bad guy. You know, I don't even think the Iron Twins is really a bad guy. No. The real bad guy is Bommel. Bommel and Dark Fae. And the next one is Bommel 3. Oh yeah, Bommel 3. Yeah, that's gonna be some nightmare fuel. Yeah. I'm gonna give you some nightmares tonight about Bommel. Yeah, that is something to have nightmares about. Yeah, Bommel and Dark Fae. That's the stuff. That is the nasty stuff. That's the stuff. And I'll be like, oh yeah. You are gonna have a bad time. Oh yes. Yes, that's some Avion expert style evil. Or worse, like Elden Ring, or even worse than that, like Zelda 2. Like just like completely evil. Completely, horribly, utterly, without any mercy evil. Like that is the kind of evil we're talking about. Yeah, the evil. Like the good stuff. Like it's so bad, it's good. Yeah, that's the thing. The reason I like fighting Bommel, even though everyone absolutely hates him, is because I get so much credit for fighting Bommel. Like, at that point, it's like, yeah, you know what? It's like Elden Ring. It's like, yeah, I get some pain. Yeah. But the reward, man. The reward is sick. You get the special gear, but better. You get rights to say that you did something amazing. Oh, yes. You get credit. You get credit. You get credit. Yes, credit. I want the credit. I want the credit. I work so insanely hard for my credit. I want the credit. The credit. Get the credit. Because I'm a glory seeker. That's a thing. I am a glory seeker at the end of the day. In a lot of ways, I seek glory. Even if the glory is at great cost. It's like the glory. The glory! Must have the glory. Yes. The glory. The glory! Yes, the glory. If I could just get the glory, man. You know? That's also why I'm doing Avion Expert, for the glory of it. That's another reason I want to say that I did it, that I'm a true Avion aficionado. Now that I've discovered their Discord, I'm like, yes, I can be the real Avion player. There's many Avion players, but what about the one that did it on Expert? Dude, and then there's like the Harry Potter theme plays. The Temple of Time theme. It's the legendary one who cleared it on Expert. Oh, yes. Yes. I like the Hades theme in Extreme Measures 4 when he figures out that you've made it all this way on Extreme Measures 4. Oh, love it. I absolutely adore it. Oh, yes. Okay, I did that on purpose. Strip it all. Yeah! Strip it all! Strip it all!
Yes! Yes! Strip all your buffs! Ruin all of your ideas! Stinking Shazar. One day, with your little horns, and your crazy red sword, and your mineral-loving ways, I will find you. I will find you, and I will add you to my roster someday. Somehow, you will hatch. Hopefully, one day. I pray. One day I actually find a Shazar. Or a Brogni, or like these other legendaries. I didn't want another Scyl, though, because you always get Scyl. Eventually. I mean, Scyl isn't even that bad, though, to be honest. Scyl, compared to having, like, rubbish, Scyl is pretty good. Like, Scyl does a lot. Even though everyone gets her eventually, she's still pretty good. And in the next episode, we're fighting back-to-back bommels. Oh no. Back-to-back bommels? Back-to-back bommels. Yes. Hi. Back-to-back bommels. Oh. You thought this wasn't gonna get bad. And we're about to dive into something. It looks like it's from Diablo Immortal. And it's dreaded microtransactions. I will see you all then.